buttons, Miguel? Both of them or one? What's your call?
Well, let me see what the other one. I'll do 2, man. Yeah, yeah.
You're in?
Go. Yeah.
Okay, first and last name and spell it for me, please.
My name is Benjamin Cogan. B-E-N-J-A-M-I-N. Last name Cogan. C-O-G-A-N.
Okay, so tell me a little bit of your history and kind of let voters understand your qualifications to run.
Sure. I am, graduated high school, of course, 1080 on my SAT score. I got accepted to Santa Cruz. I got nervous.
Okay.
I got nervous.
We're gonna edit it too, so
okay.
Just make you feel comfortable. If you, it does feel more natural to people when you are just speaking from the heart and off the cuff. But if you do feel like that,
I always speak from the heart and off the cuff. That's why I'm nervous.
Like if you do need, if something's factually wrong, you need to correct it. We'll edit this so you can always begin again.
So no, I got accepted to Santa Cruz State University. Also got accepted to Chico. Went to Chico. Was going to be a music computer arts major. Became an automotive technician. 2-year trade school. Got my certificate. Got all my ASC master qualifications. And became a smog technician. I've been working 14 years. I work 40 hours a week. I work hard. You know, so I feel that I have the logical brain as being a mechanic, and I can apply that to fixing our problems in the economy in Santa Cruz. I've been passionate about freedom, and I've studied and learned a lot. My grandpa's a World War II vet, and you know, I feel I'm just capable of bringing back the freedom and what we need in government representation. And so my qualifications, I would do this.
That is a great quality. What motivated you to say, I think that I would be a great candidate, or I would be a great supervisor?
Let's see. I believe my understanding of freedom and people's rights, there's a community here in Santa Cruz that's very passionate about their right to choose their medical freedom for their kids as well as themselves, and that's where I draw the line. All the supervisors except for one voted for mandatory vaccines, and there's harmful ingredients in these vaccines, and I've spoken to many people with damaged kids and even dead kids, and so that's something that we need to protect, the mothers and fathers of Santa Cruz and this country, and have people have more understanding. And so I understand people's freedoms and rights, and that's why I'm here.
So I know a lot of what you're saying is the word freedom. So describe to me a little bit about how you believe what that word means to Santa Cruz County, to the district that you will be overseeing, and then also in what ways is that meaning of freedom lacking?
Got it. So freedom.
I have to take your hand down because
yeah,
I know it's hard to look into it, but it will look better without it.
Okay. You know, the way freedom pertains to me is that it's our choice to make our decisions for ourselves. That our founding fathers and all the people that fought in the wars have defended our freedom to, and the Constitution is our rule in this country. It keeps us free to solve it. And one of the things that I see that I'm different is that local government and local communities are very important. And we're coming into a time where there's regionalization, there's AMBAG and other group decision-making processes that are going to undermine citizens of Santa Cruz. So I'm for the local government and the local rights, and that's why I see freedom, bringing it back so we have a representative supervisor, someone who would listen to the people, and someone make sure that they're getting what they need, and not what the needs of special interest groups.
Okay, great. I think that's an important definition for people to have.
Awesome.
Say the word freedom.
Right. Someone else controlling your life.
Okay.
Yeah, without your consent.
What were to summarize your top 3 priorities that you would address as soon as you took office, what would those be?
Top 3 priorities are reinstate the Citizenry Appeals Board, bring the citizens back into the planning department, strengthen our local government, and balance our budget, and create it so we are independent as a community, as Santa Cruz, so we can start protecting ourselves from debt, from structural impacts that will make us more stuck into less control over our government.
So how would you go about doing that?
Well, one, I talk to everyone, I listen to the community, I get ideas. I know we are an artist community for freedom of speech, public expression, and I would bring all that forward and listen to everybody and see what we can do, what we can do on our own, what we can do as a community. How can we do it? We already got volunteer organizations, Brett Adams with the Mormon Center, Keep Food Not Bombs, and there's so many more that are working so hard, just volunteers. And if we can just help and support them, we can really be a strong community. And maybe we don't always need government as the answer. We just need to listen to everybody, and that's what I can do. And so it's not my job to tell people what I'm going to do. It's my job to listen and find the best solution.
So, people will need to know what, I know you're talking about freedom and you're describing it to us, but I'm just basing on your last statement. People will need to know what they're voting for when they select you on the ballot. So,
Got it.
It might be something where everyone wants something different, and then it would be hard maybe to come to a conclusion, just playing devil's advocate here. So,
use the word devil's advocate, just to say, using the term music word.
how would you describe to those people what they're going to get when they choose you as their supervisor over someone who's holding office for them?
A vote for Cogan on June 7th. What you're going to get is a vote for local governments, your rights, a representative who listens to you and believes that your voice is more important, that someone who doesn't make decisions on my behalf, but decisions on your behalf. If anything is going to affect you either airily or in the sky or with food or your lives or impacts, that you will be noticed ahead of time so you can be a part of the decision-making process. And a vote for me is a vote for change, new ideas, new beginnings, and a vote for freedom and less pain.
And let's talk about a little bit about your opponent. He's held this office for 2 terms. Do you think that's a big challenge?
He has a big presence in the community. He's done a lot of work, for me, it's about bringing up consciousness and awareness so we can strengthen our community and knowledge. Anything's possible, and people will know, what they want. So I can only offer myself. It hasn't been a challenge. It's been exciting. It's been fun,
Let's also talk about the FAA and the flight paths that I know have been affecting a lot of people. And
Right.
again, a ton of complaints going to the FAA
Right,
from your
right.
district. What would you do to address that, or would
Sure.
you? Or
Well, there's a couple things we need to address. We need to address aerosol spraying and geoengineering. We also need to address the Zika virus and the vote that they have for spraying, if need be, on that. For the flight address, we need to figure out where the planes are, what's in our air, and everything needs to be accounted for. Because clean air is one of our freedoms that I stand for and I'm passionate about.
And I know a concern for a lot of people has been the noise that the new flight paths have created. Is that a concern for you or for the constituents in this district?
Yeah, the flight paths have been redirected, so we need to figure out why they've been redirected. And so it is a concern for me. And there's a lot that's a concern for me, more than just the noise. But I figure if we tackle the big elephant in the sky, then we can tackle the noise that's bothering people. And I'm totally for that and get behind that as well.
And you would describe the big elephant as well?
Like I said, geoengineering, the straight lines that we see in the sky, and open up a discussion versus chemtrails and contracts.
I know you mentioned the vaccines. Are there any other issues that strike you as something that you really want voters to know or at least to do before they vote?
Yes. The most important thing is property rights and our local community property owners. They need to be defended, and we need to make sure we strengthen our property owners so they're not taxed out of their houses, and that big commercial or big business investors or builders come and take their homes away, and that we defend the people that have lived and put their time in Santa Cruz, and we really make sure we do everything we can to support them. And so a vote for me is also a vote for property rights in the local community.
I know you've mentioned a lot of things, so I just want to address this, but I'm just trying to get it super succinct.
Super succinct.
Super succinct.
That's a new term.
Do you have a couple of major goals? I mean, if you were to look back, let's say you're elected and you look back on your first term,
Right.
What are a couple of things that you're going to want to say, yes, that is one thing absolutely got accomplished, I had to have done?
The most important thing is get more citizen involvement in the planning department, and reinstate the Citizens Appeals Board that the incumbent was part of removing, and basically bringing local government and defending us from regionalization like AMBAG and ICLEI, and the United Nations if they're putting any mandates on those citizens of Santa Cruz. And then full honesty with full transparency, with full accountability, so we can create a better Santa Cruz. And you know, if there was ever to be like an aerial spraying of the Zika virus, I would contact everyone. There should be notices in the mail, and all that. So those are the main things. Of course, you know, I make sure I protect parents' rights to decide their children's medical freedom, and really just bring accountability to the Board of Supervisors. You know, it's not my decision; it's the community's decision, and I want to make sure no one's acting like they can make decisions without the consent of the people.
And last question, do you want Santa Cruz to almost step out of the rest of perhaps California oversight government?
Got it.
I mean, I don't want to put words in your mouth. I'd like you to.
I understand. It's a very powerful freedom concept that I'm portraying. Basically, you know, through regionalization, because we have a big California, we got to, you know, they're creating it so we can all be work together. You know, there's these AMBAG and ICLEI, and they've come together to create infrastructure to support California. I'm for working with regionalization as long as it doesn't take away the rights and privileges of the citizens of Santa Cruz. I don't want to be victims of regional planning where people lose their rights, their property. It's wasteful government spending. It's more bureaucracy. It's like a train to nowhere. It's like the rail trail. It's just tons of money when we can be taking care of our homeless, balancing our budget, and strengthening us as a community. Keeping it simple, and fixing potholes, not building big infrastructure, and getting more community.
Perfect.
Okay.
That was everything all together.
Nice.
That was great. Is there anything I didn't ask you that you really want to say? Seems like you touched on everything.
I think so. Yeah, some good questions.
Okay.
Anything you want to ask me?
No, I think you covered all of it. I just like to ask.
Yeah, it's powerful. Good stuff.
All right. Well, then you want to...
Maybe just I can say vote for me June 7th.
Okay.
All right. My name is Benjamin Cogan. Vote for me June 7th. I stand with the people of Santa Cruz. I stand with parents and mothers and your freedom of choice and the freedom Santa Cruz could be. Give me a chance June 7th. Thank you so much. All right.
Perfect. Okay. So we're going to get